You have arrived at the K.O.E. Nation. So now we shift gears from WWE to something that's a little bit wider on all of our minds. And that is South Park into the Panderverse. If you have seen this particular episode, everyone seems to love it. Everyone seems to think it's bolstering their side. And almost nobody is catching just how very meta this is. But also, there's a reason this is timed as it is. What a lot of people don't know is in 2024, Mickey becomes free to use. The copyright expires on Mickey Mouse and it becomes public domain. And when that goes down, oh God almighty. I don't know. Me and the kiddo watched it on HBO Max. And I think so. You might want to look into that because I think there is a few places where you can just see it straight up. But Into the Panderverse is, without giving away any spoilers, because it's really something you need to see. It obviously tears in deep to the idea of just swapping race and gender of characters just for the sake of diversity points. It really tears into that entire idea that we've seen in entertainment in the last few years. It also kind of tears into the naysayers quite a bit. It really, like, even some people that you wouldn't think that would have a redemption arc in this particular episode do. And it's a fascinating look, but it does meet head on the accusation that so many people in Hollywood, when they get to do a new take on these titles, they're not responsible with the things that we love. Okay? Like, yeah, we grew up loving things like Indiana Jones, and we grew up loving things like Star Wars, and the people that were in charge of them weren't responsible with them. And I do appreciate the fact that that was met head on. Now, the biggest thing is when Mickey becomes public domain, they're gonna make a South Park feature-length movie. And it's going to be about the Panderverse. It's going to be about Disney. It's going to be about Bob Iger. It's going to be about there's actually a plan where it's going to be modern day Mickey versus, like, you know, tugboat Mickey, like old school Mickey. And those two are going to have a fight. And oh, that's going to be a thing. Now, I'm going to see if I can get her attention again. Hey, now I'm talking about South Park. Okay, first of all, did you like the South Park Into the Panderverse episode?
Actually, I really liked it. It's one of their better episodes.
I got to agree. And, like, do you understand how, like, everybody on the political aisle is kind of saying, no, they're agreeing with me right now. Like the people on the right are saying they do, and
Yeah, I can kind of get it, but I'm like, but I don't really know.
No, that's totally fine. I just think now, biggest question. When the South Park movie hits the theater, we're going to go see that in theaters opening night, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. All righty, kiddo. Is there anything else you want to say to the people about South Park Into the Panderverse, or anything in general? To the millions of K.O.E. fans. All right, have fun. Love you, kiddo. All right, so you got the Zoomer perspective there, folks. What else do you need? Yes, the K.O.E. Nation gives all perspectives. So yeah, when the South Park movie drops, this is their first movie in, I think, 20 years. Yeah, I'm going to see that, like, without a shadow of a doubt. Most of us are. And it's going to be an event, and it'll be one of the few things that actually fills the theaters. And that's the irony, is what's going to fill the theaters is basically just a giant fuck you, Disney. Like, that's all it is. That's literally what the movie's going to be, and it's going to pack the place. It's going to be hilarious. So I'm looking forward to that. I like the fact that there's finally some pushback Now, the problem is with some franchises like Star Wars, the damage is done. There's nothing you can do. Like, you can't even like undo it and be like, oh, that was just all Luke having a crazy dream. Like, without, like, yeah, you can't get out of it now. And I do have to say, I think it was Chris Gore who said it when it comes to the Star Wars franchise in particular. The fact that in the sequels, there was no point where Luke, Leia, and Han had any moment standing in the Millennium Falcon and just let the audience indulge in that moment. That is studio malpractice. Like they said in South Park, these are people being irresponsible with the things that we love. Okay? And there is some legitimacy when fans give some pushback to that. So I'm curious what all your thoughts are about Into the Panderverse. Did you like the episode? I actually really liked the whole theme of it, and I liked how you could still kind of see the original characters a little bit through the Panderverse, but it was still just this weird overwoke parody